What is going on, guys? Marc Guberti here. I recently bought an UpWork call. I'm going to talk about why and just some of the long-term perspective that I see with UpWork. UpWork has really benefited because of the lockdown, because people who weren't able to go back to their jobs, they went to places like UpWork and Fiverr to find different side hustles, find different employers. And with work at home being much more common, I think there are going to be fewer people who want to transition back to a 9-to-5 commute and that type of schedule. For some people, they've always wanted to work at home, but now the lockdown has given them that opportunity to go on Upwork and try out the platform. Furthermore, employers have shifted to Upwork and other places to find great talent to hire in the meantime, with the great emphasis on virtual work. And with a lot of big companies, Dropbox being one of the recent ones, but a lot of tech companies have said that the virtual, it may be permanent. Facebook very early on said for like the rest of 2020, no one has to go into the office. They did this very early, several months ago. And now there are going to be a lot of people who work at home for these companies, and it's going to build on this gig work at home culture. Another big thing is in California, Proposition 22 was a big thing there. And what that means for Upwork is that, and other gig-based businesses like Fiverr and Uber, is that all of those workers get classified as independent contractors rather than employees, which removes a serious headwind from Upwork. Because if you classify them as an employee, there's a lot more expenses involved. There's a lot of legal stuff that can possibly happen versus if they are just independent contractors. Furthermore, the stock has revenue growth of 24% year over year. Not the biggest number when you compare it to high-flying growth stocks, but it is still great revenue growth nevertheless. And we're going to see even more growth than that 24% when we get the full perspective of how this company has performed since the pandemic began. And with Upwork, you get a lot of long-term client and employee relationships. So Upwork has a sliding scale that is based on what percentage they charge. It's based on how much money you've made on the platform in that relationship. And you have people who they will continue to work with you day after day, week after week for years on the platform. I used to hire people on Upwork, and those relationships lasted for at least a year, some of them even more. So it's not like Fiverr where it's more one and done unless you really liked the gig and then you just come back anytime. Upwork is more of a place where you're going to have people get hired full time, which means more money that Upwork can get a cut from. So I really do believe in Upwork. I also believe in Fiverr. Upwork, when you compare to Upwork versus Fiverr, it has a lower market cap, it has lower price to sale, so it's definitely the lower valued of the two stocks, which does present some room for growth. Upwork and Fiverr have really expanded in valuations because of what's going on, but their growth and their potential moments in the spotlight to be some of those central players moving forward in an environment where work at home and virtual working is going to be a lot more common. That's the main reason I bought my Upwork call. I also have shares of the company. Buying a call, it also helps with, if you don't have enough money to purchase the 100 shares right away, you could buy what's called a leap call. I sort of did something different. So a leap call, you buy a call that expires in a year, and the call pretty much moves very similarly to the stock price. This is a deep in the money call. For me, I just chose a call that expires towards the end of January rather than something like November 2022. And with that call, I now have until that time frame to add enough money into my account to get the 100 Upwork shares, or I can sell this call if I don't want the 100 shares, or in the event UpWork goes down in value, rather than losing the money from having 100 shares, I just lose what I put into buying the call. So in any event, I do think UpWork has a lot of great potential. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments. Are you investors in UpWork? Are you waiting for a dip? Do you think that after lockdown's over, this stock is going to tank? I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments. Make sure you subscribe for more videos like this if you aren't already, and I'll see you guys next time.